All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm your host, JD. It is June 14th, 2023. Thank you so much for watching. On today's agenda, we're going to have to review some videos, some photos, because some of y'all out there, some of y'all, like, we love you to death, but some of y'all be tripping. Oh my goodness, we'll talk a little bit about that. And of course, Twitch is getting desperate, so desperate. They're getting so desperate, we'll tell you what's going on with that. Harris, another content creator, is sharing some ways that Twitch can actually fix everything and save themselves from a incoming implosion. And then last but not least, Stream Scheme is reviewing the worst device for growing on Twitch. It's your boy JD. Let's get things popping, man. What's good in the neighborhood? Yes. Thank you so much for hanging out with your boy. I really appreciate that, man. Y'all live. We are live on multiple platforms. The first one being on Kick and the second one being on YouTube. So shout out to both platforms for allowing us to do cool things like that. Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate y'all hanging out. We got our drink. We got our snacks. We got our news topics that we want to kind of go over. And then, yeah, after that, we'll wrap up and play some Hi-Fi Rush, an Xbox Game Pass game, which is also on PC. But I want to play it since I have, what, 5 days left until that expires. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into whatever the hell is going on in the world of content creation. So I was just twiddling around with my fingers, with my phone in my hand, and I'm like, bro, what's going on with YouTube? Or what's going on with Twitch? I go on Twitter and I'm finding something interesting. So not necessarily a YouTuber, a streamer, excuse me, by the name of Jux Foxy. You may or may not know, but that Twitter handle is Kylie Carter. Apparently, a viewer of hers traveled 700 miles to get to this streamer's house, set her car on fire. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me correctly. This viewer went over to her home late at night and started a fire, causing massive damage, destroying the car and potentially causing damage to the home. So let's go ahead and show you what we are talking about right now. All right, so over here you see the screen. You probably can see it, but you might not be able to see it because of how things are with my screen. It's a 4K panel, so I got to zoom in so everybody can see. So Twitch viewer came to her house and set her car on fire. What? Are you kidding me right now? This is insane. There's a video on this as well. So as you can see, the devastating pictures. I don't even know what kind of vehicle it is, but just going off of like the door handle on the side right here, and like these wheels, and like just looking at it, it's a luxury vehicle. At first I thought it was a Tesla, but then again I looked at the door handle. I'm like, Teslas don't have door handles like that. This had to be like an Audi or something else. I don't know. I can't tell by looking at this image, but as you can tell, this car is toast, and that is awful. I can't believe a viewer would go all the way to someone's home, traveling 700 miles, and to set this person's car on fire. There's footage, all kinds of stuff. So we got a video on it. Just Foxy made a video on it, so let's see what she has to say about it all.
I don't know. How do you even start a video like this? Seriously. I guess I'll start off by saying that the person who did this to me is arrested and the police are handling everything, and that's honestly the most important thing.
So we'll stop right there. Already good news from the very beginning of the video that the perpetrator who traveled 700 miles to this person's home has already been arrested and hopefully is held accountable for their actions. So don't know the backstory. We don't know what like caused this. I have no idea, and I don't even want to make any assumptions, but I think that's extreme. It's very unfortunate that this has happened because it could have gotten much worse. So let's let her continue.
I'm sure you guys are probably going to be very concerned for me, so I just wanted to let you guys know that first before I get into everything else. My life has honestly been insane for the past year and a half. I was dealing with other issues for a long time, like stalker type things, and that's obviously been very draining for me, as you can imagine, and a big reason that I haven't been streaming or posting nearly as much as I used to a few years back. This happened 2 weeks ago when I was on vacation. I was asleep. It was around 2 in the morning, and my mom called me and woke me up. She was crying, and I knew something really bad had happened. And
oh yeah, she was on vacation, so she wasn't even in her house when this occurred. This happened around 2 o'clock. Clearly she's saying her mom's there, so obviously this is bad. This sucks. Like, no one should be able to have to deal with this. And like, on the flip, like, I am happy that someone was home to at least, you know, call the fire truck and get things taken care of and all those good things, right? So just imagine if no one was home, if there wasn't anybody home and there were no neighbors, like this could have gotten much worse. So we'll continue.
She said, "Someone caught your car on fire. I'm so sorry. I have to go. The police are here." And she was in the house while all this was happening. Obviously, I didn't know what to do. I was very far from home. The only thing I really could do was go look at the cameras on my phone, and that's what I did. I went to look at the cameras and I saw my car in flames. And that's the first thing I saw. I just couldn't believe that I was watching my car.
So let's see here. Let me blow this up real quick because I'm trying to identify the vehicle. I have no clue what vehicle this is. We do know it has a wheel lock. You know, these are massive tires. It looks like it could have been a Porsche, but again, I have no clue on what vehicle it is. She doesn't say what vehicle it is. All we know is that it's a luxury vehicle and it's total. There's no way you were driving this thing. So yeah, sucks.
That I worked so hard for just burn.
And let me tell you something, like those cars, that car right there, I can tell you is not cheap. Like, do you know like what the average car payment is right now? I would assume, I'm guessing, I don't know the streamer situation, but I would assume that she had paid cash for it. So I absolutely understand, like, if you know you had worked so hard, you put all your heart, sweat, tears into buying this dream vehicle, because that must have been like a dream car, a car that she's been keeping her eye on for so long, and for it to just go up in flames like that is just absolutely ridiculous and insane. Like, I just cannot believe someone would go through that. They would go that hard to ruin someone's like motivation to keep doing stuff like this, like creation of content, making videos, streaming. Like someone really felt some type of way that they did what they did, and this is terrible.
And for somebody to take that from me is very hurtful, and I will never be able to understand that. Thankfully, the cameras caught the guy doing it, and I went back to watch that. I also forgot to mention, traveled around 700 miles to come and do this to me, which makes it so much worse in my opinion. I watched him put a brick on my car.
Okay, so I'm trying to identify what this vehicle is, and I just can't. If someone knows exactly what this car is, please let me know in chat, man. I'd love to know, because I mean, it looks nice from a distance, minus the whole entire like car went up in flames part, but like it looks like a decent car, man. No joke, it looks dope.
On the hood and some pot, and he lit something sticking out of it and walked away casually, like he didn't do anything.
That's the thing too, it's like he knew exactly what to do. You know, big ass brick, so you already fucked up the paint. You got this pot and something sticking out, like she said. I'm sorry, it was kind of regurgitating what she's already saying, but like this dude did all of this stuff and he did it like he knew what he was doing. Like he's done this before. I don't know, like this is bad. Like it's not even cool. And like for them to not even have any remorse or any like there's no care about what's happening in the home or what's happening around them. Couldn't give a shit. Like what is going on, everybody? What's going on in here that makes you want to do that? I just don't get it.
The next clip after that was the front end of my car engulfed in flames. The firefighters came very quickly, and I'm very thankful for that, because the fire spread to the fence and burnt the side of my house as well.
It burnt to the side of the house. Like the car is one thing, but if you causing damage to the house though, bruh. Oh man, don't let me see you out in the streets. Like how dare you? Like this stuff is not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. And I get like the struggle. It's hard. I see it in the news. I see like over in Texas, rents is shooting through the roof. Ohio, prices are going through the roof, and like minimum wage is still doesn't match up to the massive increase that the cost of living. It's just the game is hard. The game of life is hard as it is, and you know, maybe she's well off and that's great, but you know, she put the work in. I'm not, no judgment here. Congratulations, and you know, mad respect, but my goodness, bro, that like this is insane. What are we doing, y'all? What are we doing?
Which my mom and animals were inside of. We're all traumatized in ways that I would never be able to describe, but I'm just glad everybody is safe. And that's the most important thing to me. I just never thought that when I started streaming back in 2015 that something like this would ever happen to me. I'm hopefully going to be back to grinding soon, and I hope you guys understand, and I'm sure you will. I've always loved streaming so much, but it's so hard to even feel motivated when all of this is happening and going on. I want to get...
I mean, 100% facts. It's like there's more to it than just hitting start stream. Like there's more to it, ladies and gentlemen, and like for that to happen to somebody really deflates that motivation, that will. It's like as much as people might love doing what they do, like this definitely like takes things like, damn, what's the point if I'm just gonna get harassed, get hit with, you know, SWATs in front of my house, like all this stuff over video games. Like this it's like, what? That's life. Here we go. You know what it is, and you know it only happens in living in America. Facts.
This is obviously still like an ongoing thing, and I'm not gonna really be able to fully grind until most of it's settled. Obviously there's a lot that goes into something like this when it happens, so I don't have an exact date on when I'm gonna be able to be consistent again, but I promise I'll make it up to you guys.
Okay, and that's all good. So ladies and gentlemen, you saw it, you saw the pictures, you saw the video as it was happening, you saw the dude go in there and do what he had to do, and I don't understand why he had to do it. maybe his feelings got hurt over chat or something. But like if it's like that, then you know there are some other issues going on, bro. If you're gonna let like something going on over a stream or over chat to get you in that type of mode, we got more problems than we realize, man. So it's some serious scary stuff. It's completely scary. So let me know what your thoughts are. Sound off in the chat. Leave your comments down below. It's your boy JD, and we'll move on to the next part of the news. Thank you so much for chilling with me with that, y'all. All right, can we put on something else? Let's put on some lo-fi video game beats in the streets, please. There we go. So I went live, and one of the things that bothers me a little bit is when people come into your chat, don't even say hi, how you doing, hope your day is well, any plans, what are you playing, what do you do, none of that. The first thing someone says is, make sure you follow me back. I'm like, first off, who are you? Nice to meet you. My name is JD. You can call me JD. That's the handle. But like what do you do? Like, get to know people. Don't be just rolling up into people's chat and say follow me back. And like, I have an activity feed. I see an activity feed. You did not follow. So why would you come in here ask for a follow back when you didn't even follow me in the first place? It's like, what? Makes no sense. But that's life, baby. This life. So that's an automatic ban. I'm letting y'all know right now. You can't even bother to say hi, how you doing, what's up. I'd love to know a little bit more about you. And the first thing you say to your boy is follow me back. That's automatic ban, baby. Just letting you know that right now. I actually had not had that in quite some time. Like when I first started streaming on Kick, that was a thing. It happened like maybe once, maybe twice an hour or whatever. Ban, like automatic ban. Don't even waste my time with it. Plus it's against Kick terms of service, by the way. So hopefully, I mean, if you're seeing this, like, no disrespect, more power to you. And like, I see you're a brother, bro. So you know, I ain't trying to hate, and I love everything you're doing, but you can't come into my thing, not even say hi and to say follow me back. Like, come on, bro. Come on now. Let's not do this. It's against TOS. Don't do it. Just don't do it, baby. That's not how we do things. You just gotta hang out and chill in people's streams and say what's up to your boy. You know, you don't even have to say what's up. You can chill and work. Everybody's welcome. I don't tolerate the ones that come in and the first thing they say is follow me back when you didn't even follow in the first place. And even if you did, I wouldn't even abide to it because it's against TOS. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool, man. All good. Now back to normal scheduling programming. So Twitch is getting desperate. So I don't even have to tell you what's been going on with Twitch. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, TLDR, Twitch was making changes to how people can make money on their platform. Everybody was pissed off about it. Twitch was like, oh my God, we got flow. No, we're wrong. We didn't mean to say that. And it's still in the terms of service. So it doesn't really, they backtracked on Twitter, but it's still in their TOS. So something's going down July 1st. We're not sure what, but we'll have to wait and see. But until then.
Boo, you suck.
Indeed. So let me tell you why this is my opinion, by the way. This is not an absolute fact, but this is the reason why I think that Twitch is getting desperate. Let's take a look at this screenshot right here via Twitter. Another content creator by the name of Stone Mountain, and based on what I've gathered, he is a Facebook game streamer, which that's awesome. Congratulations, doing good big things over there. But look at the tweet. Tweet says Twitch needs money. Is a question mark. Does Twitch need money? Yes, they do. They over here hemorrhaging money every quarter. Guess I'm partnered again today? Question mark. Cancel my partnership in 2018. It's been 5 years since Stone Mountain has been a partner on Twitch, and he receives this email from Twitch saying you're invited to the Twitch partner program. Twitch partners are creators who stream a variety of content, from games, music, talk shows, art, just about anything else you can imagine. So let me tell you what the problem is with this. Let me tell you what the problem is with this. No, nothing wrong with Stone Mountain. Nothing against him at all. More power to him. This is a Twitch problem. Twitch out here now, they're sending invites to the Twitch partner program like it's just candy. You get a Twitch partner. You can be a Twitch partner. You can be a Twitch partner. Oh, but the one that can't get the Twitch partner is the ones that's on their platform streaming every day for 12, 14, 29 hours, doing subathons, this, that, and the other. And no, you don't. You gotta earn your way to Twitch partnership. But the person that hasn't streamed in over 5 years, you get Twitch partner. Congratulations, you're a Twitch partner. Like, make this make sense, Twitch. Make this make sense. I don't get it. So I'm assuming, based on the information that I'm seeing, based on his tweet, and there's a little bit more to it, it's not much else, but he said that he canceled his partnership in 2018. So obviously he grinded his way to partnership, as far as I know. And that's awesome. Congratulations. But, you know, something changed. He was no longer a partner on Twitch. He said he canceled his membership in 2018. So if that's the case, why is Twitch going out there just passing out partner memberships like it's nothing, while your boy JD over there struggling, trying to get at least a couple folks to say, you know, to hang out and chill out here, just passing it out like candy? Twitch partnership to you. Twitch partnership to you. You haven't streamed in 5 years? Twitch partnership for you, bro. Let's go. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't understand why they're doing this, but there's some indication, because they're hemorrhaging money. As you know, they're not making a profit. They haven't made a profit ever since Twitch acquired them. Or not Twitch acquired Twitch. Amazon acquired Twitch. They haven't made a profit. Consider me shocked. But it's like, and we already know how hard it is to get partner on Twitch. And now we're at a point where you get that Twitch partnership, you grind, you bust your ass, you earn that partnership, then what? Then what? What do you get? So, and I asked myself this. I'm like, okay, first off, how do you get Twitch partnership? I already kind of had a good idea, but I wanted to get the documentation right in front of me so I could see it. So I already have this loaded up. Is that okay? We're already there. Perfect. We're already there. So let's go ahead and take a look. See. And how you feeling? I hope everybody's feeling good, bro. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna say I feel good.
Nice. Yeah, let's go. Perfect. So this is the Twitch partner program. You see the paragraphs. Oh, you want to be a Twitch partner, blah, blah, blah. So as a Twitch partner, you'll have access to the following stuff. So, you know, channel subscription emote, you get that as affiliate. Bits and ads, you get that as an affiliate. So mind you, a lot of the things that partners get, affiliates have as well. There's some things that affiliates don't get compared to partners. So we'll break that down a little bit, but you get custom chat badges, you get custom emoticons, custom emoticon prefix, which means basically you can unlock up to 50 emote slots. I think I have like 3. I have to double check. I don't know the facts. It's not in front of me, so I don't want to put words in, you know, in the people's mouths, and it's not even true. But custom bit badges, you get verified user badge, you get a nice little badge. Yay! You get free lifetime subscription for your chat bot. So your chat bot gets a free channel subscription. Yay! You get up to 3 additional free lifetime channel subscriptions to friends and family based on your total amount of subscribers. Oh, so it says up to 3 additional free. You don't even get the 3, you get up to. And it's based on your total amount of subs. So I would assume that could change down the road. Obviously, you get some VOD features where it stores for 60 days versus 14 as affiliates. By the way, that's why YouTube exists. There is no time limit. YouTube has no time limit. You know what else YouTube has? If you end up getting partnered over there, the 70-30 split on their subs. You know what else YouTube has? Control on ads. If you want ads, put ads on. If you don't want ads, turn it off. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, they just made an update a day or 2 ago where it's easier to get partnered on there. For example, you need 3,000 watch time hours instead of 4,000. They made it easier for your boy. at this point, it's a no-brainer for me. That's why we're live on YouTube right now. So yes, we're absolutely live on YouTube as well as on Kick at the moment. You get teams, you can do priority support, which is great. You might get a response within 1 to 2 business days. Now, I completely understand why I'm getting quick responses from people that I'm reaching out to, like Kick, like Stream Elements. Like, I will get a response in the next, like, in a few hours. Not partnered, not verified, or any of that junk. Ask them a question, I get a response back pretty quick. I'm sorry, like, access to partner only opportunities. So this one right here is a big one, because as it's, I have to ask this: if you are a partner on Twitch and you see this, please let me know exactly what opportunities you do get after receiving the partner. You're probably getting, like, you know, brand deals or sponsorship opportunities, stuff like that, which is great. I know they were making some adjustments. To my knowledge, you don't get a discount to TwitchCon. It's like, that was like one of the big things. It's like, I get a discount, let's go. Now it's gone. So it's like, what the fuck? What the hell? So here's a big deal. This is something I already was kind of aware of. Obviously, they have to check your channel, you apply for it. You don't automatically get this, by the way. It doesn't even really break down the numbers here in this area, but that's fine. We don't need the numbers because we're not even on Twitch right now. Anyways, you have to complete the path to partner achievement or demonstrate large engaged viewership following on other services. Oh, okay, great. Content that conforms to the community guidelines, terms of service, and DMCA guidelines. So don't be playing that music that everybody loves. They'll come after you. Please note, this is one that kind of threw me. And I was like, what? No way, bro. This one threw me for a loop. Please note that viewerships from host, raids, reruns, premieres, front page spotlight, and subscriber streams does not count towards partnership consideration. So some of the stuff I get, obviously you shouldn't be, you know, benefiting like CCV wise with reruns, or subscriber streams. You know, you shouldn't be, you know, getting compensated, or you shouldn't be praised for that, right? But like the raids and the host, what? So that one blew me away. I did not know that if you got rated 10 viewers, for example, or you got rated 100 people, that happened to me one time. That was awesome. But like, if you get rated 50 to 100, that's the number you need to get, you know, an opportunity to get looked at. That doesn't count. What's the point if it doesn't count? I don't understand that, but if someone can help me in the chat or in the comments, please help me understand how that makes sense. If host, well, they got rid of host, but raids, and they said this last year, and I remember I saw this. They had their loss prevention and their legal team out during their whole little podcast they were doing during TwitchCon, and they said that one of the ways to get discovered is through raids. So yes, you might get discovered via raids, but if the raids don't count towards your viewership, it doesn't count towards partnership consideration, then what's the point? You see what I'm saying? That's just extra grind, bro. It's like, man, they're really making it hard for people to get out there and make a living. Or, you know, even then, it's like, you get the partnership, okay, then what? You still 50-50. You know, any subs you get, still 50-50. My goodness. So yeah, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. There we go. So that's it's kind of weird, but yet that's the only one sample that we've seen so far. We don't know if anyone else has spoke out on Twitter about being invited into the partner program when they haven't streamed on there for X amount of time. It's just, my mind is blowing away with the desperation from Twitch. It's just, phew. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about all of that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, perfect. There is one last thing I wanted to go over. Actually, there's two things I wanted to go over. Senpai Gaming, Harris Heller, he actually, just a couple days ago, if you don't know, this was all over Twitter, by the way. He was getting he was on stream, I believe on Twitch. Yeah, he was on Twitch, and then someone from Twitch staff went over there and started telling them how, you know, I think your opinions are usually pretty good, but you're wrong, but you're not wrong. And just really threw him for a loop, so much so they got uncomfortable and ended the stream because he couldn't even ban him because he, you know, is a member of Twitch staff. You can't ban Twitch staff. So, and if they're berating you on your stream, making you feel uncomfortable, yeah, that's not good. Now, the ability to not be able to ban Twitch staff makes sense. I get that. And I get that those mods, they got work to do. They got to pop in, check in, make sure you're not clapping cheeks, making sure you're not doing things you shouldn't be doing, which people do anyways and they still get away with it, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. That's the biggest thing about Twitch, is the level of enforcement. That's the biggest thing. They can say everything they want, but if they don't force it, none of it matters. But I wanted to review this video because he wanted to go ahead and talk about 5 ways that Twitch could fix everything. So I wanted to review that all together. We are in the just chatting, right? Yeah, we are. So I just want to make sure we're in the right category for this. And so here we go. Let's go ahead and see what he had to say.
Hey guys, Harris here. If you think this video is going to be about the weird thing that happened on stream with Twitch staff yesterday,
It's not.
Sorry to disappoint. It was weird. It happened. Twitter blew it up. And then I've had a couple members of Twitch staff reach out to me and see if everything was okay, which it is, by the way. Everything's fine. It wasn't a big deal. But it does lead to a point that I'd like to make later.
Okay. Harris, love you, bro. He says it isn't a big deal. And at the end of the day, if that's how he feels about it, then that's what it is. I'm not going to tell him he's wrong. That was a whole thing. Oh, Lord, that was a whole thing about this. But, you know, it is his channel. He felt some type of way in the moment, and he actually handled it very, very well, ladies and gentlemen. He handled that very, very well. You gotta take lessons from him, because some people will take things a certain way and others will take things a different way, and it's usually not great. So good job for Harris. He did a great job handling that.
Later in this video, so we will get to it there. In the meantime, the gist of it is that a Twitch staff came into my stream and told me a lot of my assumptions were wrong, which is fair. I'm wrong about a lot of things. I'm okay with that. Being wrong is where you have the opportunity to learn. So this video,
that's 100% facts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a critical thinker. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but the point of it is that, you know, I tend to take feedback, whether it's positive or critical, and I'll use it to, you know, get better. That's how I've always treated my career when I was working. I'm currently unemployed, but when I was working, and this is like the feedback I get back from my managers a ton, is that they admire that, you know, I take what they tell me and I make the change immediately. Like it's hard to do sometimes, you know. It's hard to be told, oh, you're doing this wrong, or we should be able to do this or approach this differently. And the way it's being processed is, man, I'm like not great, or I'm bad at my job. No, it has nothing to do with that. The entire point is that they want you to do better, right? That's the entire point, and that's okay. And if you can learn from it, it makes you a better person for it. You could potentially, you know, move up because they see that you're making the necessary changes to be a better employee, to do better by the company that could not give a shit about you and lay you off as soon as there's a financial problem. But, you know, that's just how it goes. James, no.
Living in America.
Let's continue.
is an open letter to Twitch and to viewers. Let's just put it all out on the table. I'd like to share the 5 things that I think are Twitch's biggest problems right now, what I think the fixes are, and just so this is useful for creators, what I think creators should do until they get fixed, or in case they never get fixed. What can you do about it? So let's have that conversation.
Okay, Harris, let's go.
And then there'll be an open dialogue in the comments. Let's talk. TikTok, but it's too time consuming and difficult. Well, the sponsor of today's video not only makes it easy and free, but incredibly easy platform. Sizzle.com's your high victories. What game you and then you charge your audience, work smart. Sizzle subscription down or really whatever you want. Back to the video. So let's dive right into number one, an easy and obvious one with an obvious fix, and that is the 50-50 sub split. I want to make my thoughts on
100% facts, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not aware, because we are live on both YouTube and Kick, I want to be very, very clear on this. So Twitch at the moment does 50-50. What that means is whatever you make on your subscriptions, whatever you make on ad revenue, as far as I can tell, as far as I understand it proper, you get 50%, Twitch gets the other 50%. There are other platforms that also do this. Trovo is 50-50. So if you know the elixir that you spend your money on, and if you use it for like whatever, it's like the PK arenas and stuff like that, 50-50. So whatever the viewer gives you, you get 50. Trovo gets the other 50%. Other platforms like YouTube, which we're live on right now, they give you a 70-30 split. So what this means is that for every subscription you might get on this platform, that is YouTube, YouTube will give you 70%, YouTube takes 30%. I think that's fair, considering all the work you're putting in. And, you know, YouTube is putting some effort in too. I mean, shout outs to YouTube, by the way, man. I cannot like overstate how cool the changes YouTube has been doing recently, how cool it's been, from being able to multi-stream to being able to upload or stream in 1440p in 4K. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't tried this, but you could stream in 4K or 1440p at like 120 frames per second. Unheard of. No other platform does that. You can also stream, to my knowledge, I don't know if the other platforms are doing it. I know they're working on it as far as I know, but YouTube allows you to encode in AV1, which is a new protocol for graphics cards like the 40 series, the newer RX like 7. I think is it the 7 or the 9000? I forget. As well as Intel's Arc, they have the AV1 encoders on the chips, and so instead of you utilizing the like other stuff that the graphics card has on there, like its CUDA cores or whatever that, you know, uses to drive the games, it has a separate encoder to allow you to only use that while the rest of the card is being utilized for gaming or for whatever else you're using it for. So I think that's cool, but AV1's a step forward where it doesn't require as much bit rate to get the same results, which is huge. Like if I wanted to go 1440 or even 4K, I could do that, even though I am limited on the bit rate that I have. Like I can go up to like 10 or 11 if I'm lucky on a good day, but that's not a lot to work with. And so AV1 is able to take this information, compress it to a point where it doesn't look like garbage, and you upload it at a certain bit rate, and it's going to make it look somewhat decent, viewable, stuff like that. So shouts out to YouTube for that. And we're not even done. We're not even done. So Kick, shout outs to Kick, man. Kick does 95.5. That's something I've never seen in my life. That's huge. What that means is that when you get a subscription, 95% goes to you, 5% goes to the processor that processes that money. Kick doesn't even take anything, and they make their money with stake and the gambling and all that other stuff. So it is what it is. I don't mess with the gambling stuff. If you do, more power to you. Facts on stacks, baby. Go ahead and do that. But you know, if people are gonna do that, they can do that. They are free people. If they're of age, they can do whatever they want. You know, that's not my lane. I'm gonna stay in this one. That's what I do. So here we go.
on this very clear, because Twitch taking 50% of user gifted revenue is not just about an extra 20%. It is the lowest split across all the social media platforms, and it is a problem. But to me, the biggest thing that this does is it is a beacon. It is a beacon to all creators saying, hey, here at Twitch, we don't know how to manage our money, so instead we need to take yours. We are okay, this is a long beacon, by the way. We are okay making it more difficult to succeed on this platform. It draws a chasm between the creator and the platform, whereas almost every other platform, in some sense, you feel like you are collaborative together. Throughout my career, the ad agencies that sell my sponsors, like the one with Sizzle that you saw earlier on this video, they've always taken anywhere from 10 to 15%. And if it got any more than that, I would throw a fit and leave. And they're actually doing something. They're negotiating. They're doing things. This is viewers giving money to streamers, and Twitch takes 50% of it. Now, the reason that this exists, and it'll...
I will continue to add to it. Like, there's a lot, sometimes people, if they know, like, a lot of people know this. A lot of the viewers know this. A lot of times because, you know, the streamer, the broadcaster tells everybody that's what's happening. But, you know, a lot of times, sometimes the viewer won't even consider gifting you a sub or subscribing to your channel if they know that 50% of it's going to Amazon. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to Twitch, but guess who owns Amazon? Oh, shit. Guess who owns Twitch? Amazon, baby. That penis ship all day. Penis shipped all day, bro. So if that's the case, some viewers they won't have it. And they're not going to do it because they know 50% of that goes to Amazon, and that's not something they want to do, which is fine. Completely okay with that.
Bring us to number 2 in a second, is that Twitch hasn't been very creative or proactive about expanding its monetization. They're not doing a good job of collecting revenue anywhere that it's possible. It's just easier to take from the creators, and we don't seem to put up that much of a fight about it. So
yeah, I'm putting up a fight. That's why we're multi-streaming on Kick and YouTube and Twitch. I think I might stream over there once a week, but the rest of my stream week goes to 2 other platforms because they actually give a damn. It's shocking. I'm shocked. And like, I forgot, I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot. It just slipped my mind. But yeah, that's where I am with that.
You as creators, the best thing that you can do in this situation is assume that this will never change. Assume that you will always lose 50% of this and diversify your revenue as much as you possibly can. It can be as small as creating print-on-demand merch with like a Stream Element store. It can be as big as starting a business like I did with Streambeats, which by the way is copyright-free music. We have over 17 hours of lo-fi for you to use safely on your live streams. Go ahead and add the link in the description down below. If Twitch is
Might do that, by the way, because I know that, and I know that I could just cut this down in post, so I'm not gonna like feel bad. I'm gonna slow down a little bit and just chill with the chat and in the comments. So if y'all out there, you can sound off. Don't think that you can't say anything while we're doing this. You're more than welcome to come through and say what's up to your boy. So it's like, I love me some Drizzy Drake. If I could listen to it all day, every day, I would do it in my streams, and I used to actually. But on Twitch, I do like the function. And here's the thing too, like, I don't want to be sitting here batching Twitch all day. Twitch actually has some good things going for it. Like, it has a fantastic user interface. The app is fantastic. It gives you the ability to separate your tracks. So like when you're live, you might be hearing music or sound effects or videos, but when it goes to video on demand, that stuff is automatically muted out. You don't hear that. So you still hear the streamer, but you don't hear the music in the background for DMCA purposes. To protect yourself from getting hit with those, DMCA strikes, ain't got time for that. And so, Twitch does some great stuff. They have currently up until July 17th, I'm stretching this out, but up until July 17th, they have a music platform called soundtrack.twitch.tv. They have lo-fi stuff. They have some artists that you might know about, like T-Pain. I play that stuff all the time when I'm live on Twitch. Like, I'm currently using music from YouTube, but when I'm streaming on Twitch, I use Soundtrack, which goes away in mid-July. So I'm going to have to refer to this because I don't want to get in trouble by the DMCA gods just for playing some music that I don't make any money on. But I digress. Let's go.
Isn't in control of your revenue. Twitch can't hurt your revenue. Let's move on to number 2. Twitch's general monetization strategy is a giant problem. As of right now, the only real ways Twitch makes money, at least the main ways, are taking a massive cut of fan funding money like subs and bits and bombarding your streams with ads. Both are terrible experiences for the creators. Like, I understand.
I'm sure he's going to break this down. But let me tell you something. So being an affiliate on Twitch, which I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to be an affiliate on Twitch, I'm going to stay being on Twitch as long as I can as an affiliate, as long as they will let me. But the monetization with ads really suck. And what I mean by that, so for example, they will give you 55% of the ads that are generated when your viewers are watching it. You also get a little bit of a kick if people are subscribed to Twitch Turbo, but it's cumbersome to have to deal with. Like, I shouldn't have to pay attention to the timer on the ads while trying to interact with the chat or while trying to play a game. Like, I shouldn't have to think about those things. But again, like what I've done like over there currently, I'm gonna have to switch it back. I've done the absolute like minimum. You can't turn off ads on Twitch, by the way. That's a very big misconception. People think they are turning off ads when they are not. You turning off the ads manager does not turn off ads. Being 100% clear on that. I thought it did. It does not. That just means you lose control as to how many ads can be playing per hour on your channel, and you let Twitch handle that, which it's not a good idea. Not a good idea if you want to have a little bit control of what's going on while you're live on Twitch. So what I have currently set up is I have it to where I don't want any ads playing for 60 minutes, and I only want 15 seconds of said ad to play. So obviously I'm not making it very much at all with that system, but let's be honest, even if you had it set up for like 3 minutes per hour, 6 minutes per hour, if you only have 5, 10, 15, 20 streamers, that is nothing. So 55% of nothing is, you guessed it, nothing. So it's like, what's the point, bro? What is the point?
Understand that hosting live streams is expensive and Twitch is not profitable right now, and they're probably getting a lot of pressure from Amazon. But taking 50% of streamers' revenue because you can't get creative with other ways to monetize is not the solution. For example, Julian, the CEO of Elgato, who's one of my favorite people in the world, I got to meet him in Germany a couple months ago, tweeted out a super interesting statement about how he would like to be CEO of Twitch for a year to see what he could do. And of his 3 main points that he said he'd like to do, the second one I thought was really interesting. He said that he would like to invest into new monetization options for streamers and subsequently Twitch as well. And he specifically mentioned Amazon affiliate monetization.
So let's just read that out. What does it say? Step 2. Step 2. What's it say? Top chat. Let me see live chat just in case. There we go. Perfect. So it says invest in the new monetization options for streamers. Things like affiliate revenue from Amazon purchases seems completely underutilized. Yeah, on the platform. Yeah, that why is it not easy for you to like interject like stuff from Amazon to Twitch? Why is that? I know they have like the whole Twitch Prime thing that Amazon offers when you subscribe to your Amazon Prime stuff, but like that's it. That's as much integration from Amazon that you can get from Amazon to Twitch, which that doesn't make any sense to me. For example, with all the tech at Amazon, why is it not to let machine vision automatically recognize certain products being shown on stream and auto attach an affiliate link to them? Why aren't there better native tools for gifting products on Amazon? Twitch streamers could probably drive a ridiculous amount of commerce back to Amazon if the tools and incentives were better. I'm sure some of you have some absolute incredible ideas for monetization, which that makes complete sense. Wouldn't it be awesome? So like, for example, this is a perfect example. That makes complete sense. If I have, a controller right here, 360 controller, the camera sees that I have a 360 controller in my hand, or hell, even this shirt. I'm wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt. It should be possible for their system to pick up that I'm wearing this shirt. Amazon has it online. Hey, if you're interested in wearing the shirt that JD's wearing, you can purchase it directly in the chat. Amazon gets their money. The streamer might get a little bit of a kickback. It's a win-win for everybody. That makes complete sense. That makes complete sense to me. Sound off if that makes sense to you. It's common sense. It's so easy. I don't know. It probably isn't easy, which is why it hasn't happened yet. But I'm sure if they just told us, oh, that we're working on these things, then we would give them a little bit of slack. But we have no clue what they're working on, other than making it harder for people to make money. It's shocking. I get it.
monetization options for streamers and subsequently Twitch as well. And he specifically mentioned Amazon affiliate revenue that they're just leaving on the table. Do you guys remember the Amazon Blacksmith plugin that you could put in the panels of your Twitch stream, where you could put all of your gear that you used on stream so people could scroll down and look through what you use and then click a buy button right there? It wasn't perfect because like such a small minority of people go and check out panels nowadays, but that could have been implemented so much better directly over a stream. Make an overlay plugin for Twitch that maybe in the top right corner it says check out my gear or my gear, and when you click on it, it could either have a drop down menu with all the gear that you use, or as Julian mentions, you could have some kind of AI machine learning recognize the gear that's on your stream, and you could add, for example, like a little pop-up next to the microphone, and when you click on it or tap on it on your phone, it opens up exactly what that microphone is. You can check it out and buy it, and the streamer makes affiliate revenue. That is such a cool idea. I also think Twitch should do a much better job of utilizing clips. Clips exist on Twitch, but they've never implemented a good way to watch them. They're just kind of sitting there taking up space. If you were to give us a Twitch clips browser that when we didn't have anyone live we wanted to watch, we could browse through and not only find new streamers, but also be served ads on on-demand content, which is a much better...
That makes complete sense. I'm hearing that and I'm like, whoa, that's impressive. Yeah, if you were to go on someone's stream, and obviously, you know, the host stuff is gone, so you can forget about hosting people. So it's like, well, what did you put in place? Currently nothing. It's just you go to that person's page and it's nothing. So let me see. I'm going to see if I can pull this up real quick. Twitch.tv/call me JD. Call me JD. So welcome to the hood. Hope you're feeling good, bro. Because no one's going to sit there and watch your 2.5 hour VOD. No one's watching your stuff. It's clear as rain. No one's watching it. But like, do you see what I'm saying though? You could put clips there. Definitely could put clips there. Or check out clips from like channels that JD follows or something like that. And you put ads on that. And that's fine because that's not live. You're not missing out or anything. Your video's paused while you're going through an ad. That's completely different from just doing nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Better experience than ads on live content. That would be an amazing opportunity for monetization. YouTube and TikTok are killing it specifically in that game. You've got them built into your platform. Let us take a look at them. Oh, which, by the way, I got ahead of myself because number 3 was actually browsable clips. Browsable clips, as I mentioned, would not only allow streamers to get discovered way more, which is a massive problem on Twitch, but also would be an extra way for Twitch to monetize. My suggestion recently that I've actually had small conversations with Twitch staff about, and then the conversation goes silent, is that we created a vertical plugin that automatically converts your entire stream into a vertical format in real time. Give us 2 stream keys.
So
Let us stream our horizontal version while also streaming our vertical version in the background. So when someone clips it, it clips the vertical version, and that makes it really easy for us to scroll through Twitch clips. And right now is a huge opportunity with this whole Reddit thing happening and r/livestream fails being shut down.
Oh God.
You could take over the space right now with letting us browse clips. In the meantime, streamers, the best thing you can do is find an easy system to make large amounts of clips from your stream and make sure you're posting those everywhere. And not just the obvious one like TikTok. Post to YouTube Shorts, post to Instagram Reels, post to Facebook. I think it's Facebook Reels. I know it sounds stupid, but there's a lot of discoverability over there. You should be utilizing it. Number 4,
yeah, you're right.
The new multi-streaming rule is weird. If you're not...
Yeah, that sucks. I don't like that you cannot multi-stream, period. So just in case you're not aware, for a long time, you're able to multi-stream. For example, we're live on YouTube and Kick right now. Thank you very much, Platform, for allowing us to do that. Really appreciate that. But it's insane. Twitch had changed it to where you, as an affiliate and as a partner at the time, you couldn't multi-stream. And at some point too, they had it to where you couldn't upload what you had done up into 24 hours. So like you couldn't, like, let's say you just live stream. I'm streaming right now. I couldn't take this and upload it to YouTube because it would be against the terms of service or against the affiliate agreement, right? So they made some changes to where partners could multi-stream while affiliates get screwed and get stuck on the on Twitch's platform. They just completely changed it recently where nobody, it's like you can't stream, you can, forget about it. Nobody can multi-stream at the same time. Absolute shockness going on. You see what I'm saying, man? And so people like Ninja, he's not streaming on Twitch anymore because he uses Twitch as a catalyst because Twitch is the biggest streaming platform currently as it stands right now, which give it a couple years, that might change the way they're doing things. And so Ninja would go on the Twitch. He wasn't partnered over there, not an affiliate. He went and canceled all of that. So he wasn't making any money over there via bits or subs or anything like that. He would just tell people, hey, check me out on all these other platforms. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That was Ninja. But now, as far as I know, I don't know if he's still streaming over here on Kick. He was on Kick a couple days ago because he's like, well, I can't stream on Twitch anymore because they won't let me multi-stream. Even though I'm not a partner, I have no contractual obligation to exclusively Twitch stream over there. There's no point in like streaming exclusively to one platform when he's streaming on all these other ones that give him potentially money with subs and bits and donations and stuff like that. So yeah, here we go.
Caught up, Twitch changed their rules a couple months ago, saying if you are a Twitch affiliate or partner, you can now also stream on other platforms, just not at the same time unless it's a totally different style of content like TikTok or Instagram. But you can't stream on Twitch and YouTube and Kick at the same time. They just changed the rules very sneakily during the whole like ad debacle that happened last week. They also quietly changed a rule that said not only can you not stream if you're an affiliate or a partner, but you can't multi-stream if you stream on Twitch at all. Now it's completely against TOS. And look, this is the kind of assumption I'm talking about here. And look, Twitch staff, if you're watching this and you think I'm wrong, please comment down below. But to me, this looks like the moves of a desperate company. The same way that when a relationship gets rocky, one person starts to get really controlling and I'm afraid of you finding something better, so you're not allowed to hang out with the opposite sex without me. Whatever. There are two ways to fix this relationship, Twitch. You can continue to try to control us and keep us from streaming other places, or you can make the experience on Twitch better so we don't want to leave. When the experience on Twitch was good 4 years ago, nobody was streaming anywhere else. And then you did all this and we want to test the waters.
Yep. It's like, give me a reason to stream there exclusively. And currently they're doing everything. They're doing the opposite. They're getting rid of the one music thing that I enjoy over there. So it's like, well, what's the point?
Give us a reason to be loyal again. And my advice to streamers is terrible advice. Don't listen to it. I don't want to be liable for this, but I want to see if anyone actually gets banned for multi-streaming. So, hey, maybe multi-stream. But I didn't tell you to do that. Don't multi-stream. Don't multi-stream. If you're looking for an easy way to multi-stream, by the way, our vertical plugin actually has kind of a secret Easter egg. If you look at the resolution, you can actually type in your own resolution. So you can type in 1920 by 1080, and now you got two streams next to each other. You can send one to Twitch and one to Kick or one to YouTube or whatever you want. You can literally multi-stream right inside of vanilla OBS. Link to that vertical plugin. It's totally free, by the way. Link to that down below. And a big one that matters to me as someone who likes building products like Streambeats and Vertical and Atom, my advice to Twitch number 5 has to do with the new features that they've been adding, which I think it's great that you're adding new features. You added a new vertical editor, vertical converter for your clips, which I think is great. You added alerts built right into Twitch,
that's
which
cool.
I'm curious if anybody's using. The problem I have with these features is they're cut short right before doing something cool. Neither of these add value to the market that doesn't already exist.
Exactly.
Like the vertical clip editor is cool.
Exactly. There's other websites and applications that do this already. There's already platforms, Stream Elements, Streamlabs, Botrix, excuse me. They do this stuff already. So you're trying to solve problems. You're trying to give answers to questions that have already been answered. Like, there's no need for you to do that. Like, we appreciate you doing that, but it's not necessary. Let's work on other things to actually help the streamer. 100% facts.
Cool. But the vertical plugin is free and it's higher quality and it's faster and it's easier. Like a better, easier solution already exists. And with Twitch alerts, I think it's great that you made Twitch alerts built right into Twitch, but for some reason we still have to grab a URL and put it into OBS as a browser source.
Right.
If you were going to make Twitch alerts, Make them native. Make them appear on stream without having to put them in OBS if we don't want to. That way
Right.
I can IRL stream from my phone and still have alerts super easily. There are these features added that I'm glad you're spending time on, but you're not changing anything. You're not adding real value. And I would love to see real value added. There's just an extra day of brainstorming, an extra day in the creative room saying, what else could we add to this just to make it important? Otherwise, you're just throwing money at things, and it's frustrating because it's our money that you're taking from our subs. If you're going to take money from our subs, build something cool with it. And you know, advice for streamers on this one is obvious. You know, always be aware of the new cool features there. Recognize that nobody comes to your stream because the features are really great, but they come there for you. So at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. Just utilize the tools that are available to you. And you know what? Bonus number 6, Twitch, please let us ban staff members. I had a staff member come to my stream the other day, and it wasn't a big deal. He wasn't calling me names or anything. Like, people have endured worse, but he was being pushy and aggressive and hijacking my stream and really abusing the power of the wrench that was next to his name. And at the end of the day, I couldn't ban him, and he laughed at me that I couldn't ban him. And so that meant that I was stuck. I either had to ignore my social anxiety and try to move on, which I did try to do, but it's very difficult when your anxiety attaches to something that's happening. Or I had to turn off the stream and exit the situation and not make any money from my job that day, which is a very frustrating situation to be in. I guess I just don't understand why that decision was ever made in the first place. Why would Twitch staff ever need to be unbannable? How could that ever go any way but poorly? So look, I'll remind you again, please leave comments down below. Any thoughts on any of these? Add some things if maybe I forgot some stuff. I'm saying these because I have so many fond memories of streaming on Twitch, and I don't want it to fail. I just want a good platform to stream on again. I want to enjoy it there. And as always, happy streaming.
Happy streaming to you, Harris. Some great stuff over there, bro. Got some beats over here, man. So that was pretty cool. Sound off, chat. How are you doing? How's everyone doing this afternoon? It is not stupid hot in this room just yet. Just because we actually have the Xbox off. I didn't want to turn it on until we were actually ready to play. Normally what I do is that I, you know, set everything up, make sure everything's working. But in doing so, it introduces heat to the room. And I live in a environment where it's not cool all the time. It's literally 102 degrees outside. So I don't want to add to that. And although we have an air conditioner, we're trying not to, you know, keep it low all the time, because it costs money. And during peak hours, which is during the afternoon, during the hottest day of the week, or the hottest point of the day, we have to save. So we can't be blowing the air conditioner all the time. So yeah, we'll have to like work on the fly for that, and that's all good. But moving on, we got one more video I wanted to review. Yeah, we've been doing this for a little over an hour and 10 minutes. So let me go ahead and put on some music real quick. Hopefully y'all can hear that. It's very faint. You can't hear it. And that might be too loud, but fuck it. Thank you so much for hanging out with your boy. Really appreciate y'all hanging out. We have another hour of chilling with JD, I suppose. We went over some topics over these today. You know, people over here setting people's cars on fire. We got Twitch getting desperate. This passing off partnerships to people who haven't streamed in over 5 years like it's candy, versus the people who have been actively and constantly stream on their platform currently. No, you don't get partnership. You better grind your ass up. And by the way, those raids that you keep getting, it can't be considered when you are applying for a Twitch partnership. I'm sorry, I had no clue that was a thing. It's like, what was the point if your raids don't count towards your viewership, if it doesn't count towards consideration? It doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, we went over Harris's 5 ways to improve Twitch to get it going in the other direction, because right now it's on a train that's it's already off the rails, but it hasn't fallen off its side yet. It's just grinding on one side of the rails right now. It's insane what's going on over there in Twitch. And now we got one last video we want to review, but before we do, consider following if you haven't already done so. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscriptions on YouTube is equivalent to following on Kick, so you know, so we know the difference there. But I got my socials all right here, just in case you are not aware what's happening. You see it pop up in the chat right there on Twitch, which is not Twitch, it is Kick. I know how to spell. I swear I do. Boom. So I should get something. Socials. Stream Elements is not working. Or if it is working, it's not doing what's supposed to do. Okay, so worked on one. Bot tricks for the win. Stream Elements for the loss. Okay, cool. So we got one last video I want to check out. And this is from Stream Scheme. The title of the video is "The Worst Advice for Growing on Twitch is ... So without further ado, let's switch gears and get into it. Let's see what he has to say.
I made a terrible mistake today. I clicked on Stream Advice TikTok. I know, horrifying. And not just because apparently the Chinese government is spying on me now, but because, boy, is that an outright mess of noise, desperation, and terrible advice. But it did get me thinking about the absolute worst advice when it comes to growing on Twitch. And I suddenly realized I am guilty as well. That's right, lock me up and throw away the key, because today we're breaking down 3 incredibly common pieces of advice that get given to new streamers almost daily that I think are terrible, even growth-ending pieces of advice.
Ooh.
And 2 of them I have given in the past.
Bro, you know you haven't. I damn near, I wouldn't say worship, but like I would check people like this, like Harris, like Nutty, like they have some great information that gets you started and gets you everything you need to kind of get going and stuff like that. So let's see what he has to say.
Stay tuned for that. But let's get one of them out of the way straight away. I told you guys that once you started to reach that 15 to 20 average viewer mark, to start a community Discord for your stream. I even spent hours making template Discords that could be set up for you with just one click. I said it would help you build a community, keep viewers coming back, and help you control go live notifications because, well, Twitch go lives are notoriously inconsistent. And a lot of you guys followed that advice. But I don't think that's really a good idea anymore.
So I have an idea on where he's going with this. And I don't know how I feel about it either. Did that send? I don't know if it's sent or not, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I actually like started that. Like I actually followed his advice to potentially start a Discord, follow the template, and the template's nice, by the way. But I actually didn't put it public. I have 2 of them for some reason. I don't know why, but anyways, they're so private because they're not ready and stuff like that. But I'm like, my guess to why he's saying this is because it might be counterintuitive to a degree. The goal is to have, you know, a community, right? When you're starting up a Discord and you got everybody that you normally chill with, whether it's in your chat or they're, they hanging out watching your videos in the comment section on YouTube or on Twitter, whatever the case is, and then they hook up and connect with you on Discord. But what a lot of people do is that, they have like your main chat and then you have some other sections here and there, but then a lot of them have those self-promotion or live now sections where you can post your stuff in their Discords. And I think this is where he's going, because the issue is now, the problem in a lot of Discords is that when people join those Discord servers, they don't really get active in the main chat. All they do is they go in there, they might say hi or whatever, and then they just go live and they post their go lives in the live sections, and that's it. So that's my guess. I don't know, but we'll see. What does he have to say on that?
Look, all of that is still accurate. It does help with the go lives. It does help build a sense of community, but also it is so much work.
Okay, I would agree with that. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and I don't even have a Discord, and I know how much work it's requiring to maintain the Discord servers, to get people involved in certain things. Like it's a lot of work. Sometimes the bots work, a lot of times they don't, and so you have to find ways to manually do things when things go down, and that's not necessarily something you think about until it goes down. So it's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. It is a lot of work, and I'm like, man. And that was my biggest reason. That's one of the main reasons why I haven't personally have my own Discord server, because I'm like, damn, I barely can stream consistently as it is. You want me to manage a Discord? Pfft, get out of here with that, bruh. But it could be also why I'm not doing so well. So it is what it is. Let's go.
To keep a Discord active. If you're a small creator just starting out, I honestly don't recommend starting a community Discord anymore. That is, unless you have moderators or friends who can help you run that server, who can organize and run community events and help chat to viewers. Because if you don't have people who can volunteer their time to do that, it means either you need to do it or the server just dies.
Yep.
And as a small creator, you really shouldn't have the time to run an entire server. You're better
You
off.
see what I'm saying? Because again, it takes time to like get all those things set up, and like you have to deal with moderation, and like, and again, like I'm a mod in some of these servers. Some things be going down that you have to deal with quickly, or things fall apart pretty quickly. And you know, I'm glad to say that, you know, the stuff that I am in, it is handled pretty quickly. But like it is a problem. It can be an issue, especially if you're not prepared for it. So keep that in mind.
Off spending that time creating content, posting YouTube shorts, filming videos, and of course, streaming. And just to really hammer this point home, I can show you 2 Discord communities that I run as an example. The first is my LJ stream community. I tried so hard to keep this active. I tried bringing on mods and community volunteers to run events, funny meme channels, community challenges, you name it, I did it. I watched hours of videos, I talked to dozens of bigger partners, and nothing I did was able to keep things active outside of the hardcore regulars. Because of 2 reasons, I believe. The first is I just didn't have the time personally to run it, and volunteers didn't have it either. And the second was because there wasn't enough content that sent viewers to the Discord. But on the other hand, the Stream Scheme Discord has 80,000 members and is incredibly active every single day.
Wow.
But I didn't focus on events or activities in that Discord. Instead, I just made content. I didn't stop making content. I built an audience here on this channel and just kept sending them to the Discord. Now the entire thing is run by community volunteers, and I just keep making content and resources that keep new members coming in.
That's the thing too. So if you can put yourself in a position when you open up Discord, and then you're able to get volunteers to help you, that's massive. That is so, that's like gold right there. If you can do that, that takes so much pressure off of you as the creator, because I can't imagine you having to manage that. Especially, he said he had 80,000 people in there. My holy moly macaroni. My God, congratulations. Congratulations, bro.
And the reason those new members stay and don't leave the Discord is because they get great advice from the educators and other content creators in there. But mostly because of the counting channel. Most people just love talking in the counting channel and trying to count to 1,000. So don't make a Discord, make content. Focus on making as much content as you can. This solves all the problems the original advice was trying to fix. And once you have the resources to help you run a server, then you can start a community Discord server. Just make sure you include a counting channel. The next piece of advice isn't something I've told you guys to do, but it's advice from the TikTok that triggered me to write this script.
Ooh.
And it's a mistake I listened to early on. And for some reason, years later, it's still getting said over and over, despite it literally being the cause of thousands of streamers getting banned.
Ooh.
I'm sure you've heard it as well, because it comes in 2 parts and people love to parrot it non-stop. Part 1 being, use whatever music you want. It helps keep the stream engaging and gives the artists exposure.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I didn't know that it was one of these things, but I knew it. And we were just talking about this earlier. It's like, I keep saying this. I love Drizzy Drake. I love my Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg's, Aaliyah's. I love, you know, AC/DC, you know, Disturbed. All these fantastic artists, all the fantastic music that's out there. You cannot play on streams. You cannot, because it all falls under that DMCA copyright. If you don't have the permission to play this music, they catch you. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're gonna get that money, bro. And I forgot I'm on YouTube, so I can't even play that. See, you see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, oh snap, because YouTube got those bots, bro. They always listen. They're always listening, bro. I'm telling you, don't make the mistake, because you're gonna get that. Oh, you don't want it. Because the strikes, you know, 3 strikes you're out, and there's no negotiating it. You hit the 3rd strike, thanks for coming. That's pretty much all it is. But yeah, don't do it. And I'm trying my damnness to like restrain myself from playing music that's not safe on stream. But tons of people do it, and like they'll lower the volume, like, you know, the bot can't hear it. Like, you can hear it. It's just like, it's not that big a deal. Just be smart about it. You know, you don't want to get caught up, because when they start hitting you, they don't hit you once. If you've done it multiple times, you're gonna get hit every single time when they start looking at people like that. So don't risk it. It's not worth it. It truly isn't worth it. Find some awesome music that's out there that's DMCA free. I'm sure he's gonna already say that to you.
And part 2 being, just use your VOD track to split your music off so the copyright music doesn't appear in your VOD and you can't get strikes because live strikes don't exist. When I first started streaming, I took this advice, specifically the first part of it. And I used a lot of hype anime music because I am a giant weeb. I also used a lot of video game soundtracks because I am a huge nerd. And because I did that, all of my original content was really engaging and fun. Nothing feels better than an epic moment in getting over it backed by the original Dragon Ball Z soundtrack. Let me show you what I mean, for example.
I can't.
Well, sorry, I'd like to show you what I mean, but all of my original streams got muted, and then I had to delete all of the clips and highlights from them off Twitch because I had to avoid copyright strikes. And back then, there wasn't the same support for VOD tracks either, so I couldn't just split my music off and out of the VOD. But even if I had, that doesn't actually mean I would be safe. I'm still breaking copyright. I'm still using another creator's work illegally. Live strikes exist, and over the lockdown, we saw it become more and more common that when people broke copyright while live, they could receive a live strike. We saw more and more creators warn us about companies creating tools to issue live strikes for music automatically. I don't know why streamers who are so hung up on making sure people don't steal their streams and content are so okay with trying to use other artists' copyright illegally, to the point where they confidently brag about splitting their audio up so they can get around it without getting caught. Like, you're still using copyrighted material illegally? What are you doing? If you're curious, as I said, yes, the TikTok that inspired this video was telling people to use copyrighted music. So upon seeing that, I did 2 things. I wrote this script, but I also contacted Epidemic Sound to sponsor the video and get you guys 30-day free trials, so you don't have an excuse about getting copyright strikes anymore.
Okay, so when I had the partnership with YouTube, Epidemic Sound was kind of like, it wasn't part of the YouTube program. I was with the MCN at the time. They were called Freedom. I don't know if they're still out and about right now, but I signed up with them, and part of being with them, you got access to Epidemic Sound, and that was nice. I really enjoyed that, because then, you know, you have the rights, it's yours. So like, even if you got unpartnered, if the music's still playing in your background, I still have the licenses to that. I have the permission to play that music. So that's why it was so good. That's the biggest thing, is because it gives you the documentation that you can play this music for commercial use, right? So
I already use Epidemic Sound for all of my music because of 3 main reasons. Straight away, the reason number 1 is just how big their library is. They have over 40,000 songs of every single genre and 90,000 sound effects that both fit under one license. And new songs constantly being added, so you never feel like you're using the same songs as everyone else. Reason number 2, any content you post with their music or sound effects while on a trial or subscribe to them stays monetized forever. We are seeing a massive rise in music services from years ago suddenly striking creators because technically you don't have the rights after the subscription ends. But not Epidemic, because they own all their music and sound effects. Your published content stays safe forever. And the third reason is simply because it sounds like actual music, which I know sounds weird, but you know exactly what I mean.
Yes, I do.
You've been there clicking through tracks on a royalty-free site and you just feel like something is wrong. Like the music is amateur or cheap. And that is the problem with almost all safe-to-use free music services. Their libraries aren't big enough, the music feels off, and you can't feel confident the videos will stay monetized forever. And on that note, Epidemic have given us a link in the description that gives you guys a 30-day free trial. So you can sign up and use any of their songs and sound effects to make amazing videos, shorts, TikToks. That's right, one license covers all platforms. And then when the 30 days are up, if you don't want to continue, everything you publish in those 30 days stays safe forever. But I think you'll see the value and stick around longer than 30 days. So click the link in the description and start creating. And with that, it is time for our third piece of terrible advice, which I am guilty of. I told you guys to make a schedule. I told you to go live the same days and same times every week with the same content that appeals to your audience. Be consistent, I said. Don't miss streams, I said. Stick to that schedule because that consistency is how you grow on Twitch, I said. And I stand by that. It's all true. But I don't recommend it anymore.
Really?
You see, consistency does lead to growth, but it can also lead to an immense amount of stress, burnout, and one day you'll notice you're not eager to go live anymore, but you make a terrible decision. And no, it's not that you go check out Stream Advice TikTok, it's that you go live anyway.
Right,
Because
and you're not in the mood.
consistency is how you grow on Twitch. And every time you go live when you actually don't want to go live, you get closer and closer to realizing you don't love going live anymore. I don't want to out streamers, but this is a story I hear every day from my friends who are partnered Twitch streamers. They tell me how tired they are, how burned out they are, how they just want to take time off, but they know that if they do that, they'll lose money, they'll lose viewers, and that's even more stressful for them, which means they're trapped. And that's what happened to me as well. So I will say the same thing I've said for years. Stream because you love it. Stream because you love interacting with viewers. Stream because it's a great way for you to be creative and impromptu and make fun content. But also create videos, create TikToks, or create YouTube shorts consistently on a schedule so that when you go live, it's because you want to and because you've built an audience offline that are keen to see you go live. And to do that, I recommend learning from Ludwig, one of the most talented creators in the planet is. So click this video all about what he does better than anyone else and what you can steal from him. I'll see you guys next week.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So he's laying out some hard facts for everybody. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that, y'all? I thought that was interesting. You know, there's a whole bunch of things like staking on the schedule. Like I'm guilty of that one for sure. I was guilty of the music, but I've switched that up already. We don't play that kind of music anymore. We play this kind of music now. It's lo-fi video game music, which is all good. What else is going on, man? But yeah, if I'm not feeling it, then I just won't stream. And you'll feel a lot better afterwards, right? I think you'll feel a lot better after. So like another thing that I don't do, like I don't look at my viewer numbers. I don't. And reason why is because that can be inaccurate first and foremost, but two, it's a psychological thing. Like if you see 0, 1, you know, that's a hurtful thing. You think that's personal. It's nothing personal, you know. It just is what it is. You know, you don't take it personal, you just go with it and have fun. I like to interact with chat, but if it's not there, then I'm gonna do my own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have a good ass time. I don't drink any wine on nobody's dime. You know, I like to rap. Yeah, I like to have fun with that. Yeah. Oh man. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and switch gears. I'm turning on the Xbox right now as we speak. But again, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out. That gives us a little bit under 30 minutes of play, which is it's fine with me. I'll just jump in and have a good time, bro. I'm all down with having a good ass time, chilling, and I hope you are too. I'm just getting it started because, you know, things is going on, and I don't like this song. Just kidding. I like the song. Let's see. Boom. So we are now in. See, what was that? Let me blow this up because I can't see what that's saying. Oh, that's me. I'm like, what? Perfect. There was another topic of discussion I was thinking about, but I didn't really have all the information in front of me. My Game Pass expires in 5 days. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. We might renew it, but we'll see how that goes. We're still in the game and it's ready to go. Perfect. There's this thing with Kick, you know, Kick cannot do any wrong and everything is perfect, and you know, welcome to Kick and all this stuff and things, and I need to change the category. Well, I'm thinking about that, but like they just made a change where they may change your priority, and what I mean by that is like I'm trying to say transcoding, and what that is is that it allows people to, if your highest stream or your highest quality is like 720, then the transcoding would kick in, which it would allow people to watch it at a lower bit rate just in case they're not able to watch it at 720. Maybe they're outside or they have AT&T or something like that. Just kidding. No personal shots at AT&T. We love AT&T. Don't have AT&T, but I'm just saying. But yeah, that just gave people more of an ability to watch their viewer regardless of the bit rate. But that essentially is going away for people who have one to, like, you know, don't have much viewership. So I've heard that people were salty about it, which I'm like, yeah, it is what it is, honestly. And at the end of the day, like, you can still upload 720 at 60 frames. Like, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I look good. I look good at 720p 60 frames. And in retrospect, I'm actually able to multi-stream at 720p 60 on both platforms. I can't do 1080p 60 just because I have a limit on my upload speed. I can only go up to like 10 or 11. And to do a reasonable 1080p 60, you need to be able to push out at least 6,000 kilobits per second. I can't do that. I'm going to be hitting that threshold +1, so one of the services ain't going to have it. And I don't want to, if I'm going to do both, they're both going to be at the same up. I can't do one at 1080, one at 7. That's not cool. So they're going to be equal playing field, if you know what I'm saying. So that's how we're doing. Why did this not change? Why did this, it completely, ooh, that's a great question to ask, actually. I will ask this question. I'm going to ask this question in my title. Do you? I hope you do. If you don't, that's okay too. Well, I haven't given you an answer yet, though. And let's see. High Fire Rush is what we're currently playing. Some people actually enjoyed watching me play that. It's a decent game. It is a decent game to play. Perfect. So everything is updated, and we're ready to rock and roll, man, for the last 20 minutes of the stream. So if you haven't already done so, please consider hitting that follow button on Kick and hitting that subscribe button on YouTube. I'll greatly appreciate it. I don't know if the activity feed for YouTube is up to date, but it is what it is. It totally is what it is. So here we are, ladies and gents. Hi-Fi Rush on the Xbox Series X. We already did some upgrades. I'm going to double check to make sure. Oh, there's a training room. You can just talk to her if you want to. Don't necessarily need to. We have 9,000 spare parts, so we have enough to upgrade one for Chai. We can also do a cannon spike. Hold and release to activate. Expand. I might utilize her a lot more, though, actually. There are more chips that you can do, but you can only apply like one chip at a time. So this is where I believe the items come in, where you can actually upgrade your slots so that you can do more. So we might save up for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and maybe, yeah, I'm gonna give Cannon Spike over to Peppermint. It's a hold and release to activate. Got it. And then we could talk to her, or we can just get straight to the game. Since we're slightly pressed for time, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next stage.
All right, let's get this over with.
Stage
All right,
3.
Mission report. So according to the files I stole, Spectra is a multifaceted cognitive AI algorithm.
I see.
You know what? Let's keep tech talk to a minimum. Anyway, Spectra is an AI, and AI development happens in the R&D branch. And the R&D branch is deep below the island, using magma as a natural power source for development experiments.
That is not good.
Actually, it is. Being underground lets us potentially avoid security. Plus, the lava is actually a natural and environmentally friendly source of energy.
Okay, sure. Anyway, who's this guy?
That's the head of R&D, Zonzo. He runs the whole branch from the AI labs.
Which means I'll probably run into him. He looks insane.
Reviews from workers aren't too hot on this guy. He's a perfectionist. Scrap and build until it's right.
Hmm.
You build it, he scraps it.
Creator complex. But that hair.
Neural interface. His ideas are everything, so he modded himself to directly input his concepts into the work pipeline. Anyway, we sneak in, hack his computer, download and destroy Spectra, and get out.
Easy enough, right? That sounds like an easy task.
Sky, you get there yet?
Ow. Yeah, I think I found it.
All right, heat wave is in this one. All right, cool.
I probably don't need to tell you this, but don't step in the lava.
Ugh, give me some credit here.
Didn't want to take any chances.
Okay, I thought the crystal would give you something, but it doesn't. That's okay.
We're on the lookout for any suspicious individuals. Human, messy hair. No need to panic, but if encountered, please...
They've been planning some R&D expansion in that area. Should be your ticket in.
Yeah, as long as I don't melt first.
Hey, you!
Who says that?
You'll not bother my crew.
All right, here we go.
Try this out.
Oh god damn, he's slicing it up real good. There we go.
808. I got you.
Let's go. He's your B rank, not too bad. Not too bad. Keep rocking. Oh, there's parts. Go ahead and pick up those parts. Oh, more parts.
Looks like some explosives set to clear the rock formations.
Well, let's clear them. Help him in. Your turn.
Wait, what are you doing?
Go get him, Chai.
So shoot. Right trigger.
Switch it up.
Don't.
Here we go. Peppermint.
Try this out.
Your turn, Peppermint. Switch it up.
Yeah.
What happened? Partner attacks. Can't be used during cooldown. That I know. That's a hold. But when landing a beat on the ground, that's not the same thing. Right trigger. Yeah, she used to do that. Why is she not doing it now?
Peppermint.
Let's go.
Switch it up.
Go get him,
Peppermint.
Chai.
Come on. Here we go.
Don't.
Jesus, why did it take so long? That's very funky. I don't like that. Okay. Yes. Broken circuit.
do it. But I'm tired. Why do they always pair me up with you? I never get anything done.
Sounds like a personal problem. Yes. So going live again, and we should be okay. Man, that's just rough, bro. That is so rough. I'm not sure why it does that, but that's the second time, and it seems to be a pattern. So I'm not exactly sure why that's occurring. And I do apologize over there, YouTube fam. But you know what they say, closed mouths don't get fed. But I just noticed it, so we went ahead and fixed it. I always like to look at it every once in a while, but here we go. Back to it. Arrows over here. Okay, it's done. All right, R&D service log part 2. I missed the first one apparently. That's all good. Health stuff. Gotta need that. More robots to talk to. Yabba dabba do.
Don't you think we have enough signs? Of course not. What if I get lost?
There's arrows everywhere. Why not just make an easy to understand route?
Gotta question everything, you programmers. That's why you got transferred.
Yeah.
Here we go. Need help?
Now I'm good.
Try this out.
Yeah.
It's party time. Bruh.
Go get him, guys.
I look so cool doing this.
Uh-oh. Oh God. Got him. Boom. Another aim rank. That's how we do, man. That's how we do, baby. Mark part 3. Basically running this place. Okay, cool. Shocking. Nice. A complete Vandalay life gauge, yeah. I'm liking it. He's spiking it. Part 4. Puppy dead. Yikes. That's too bad.
Terrible, Chai. Just get in there.
Oh god. Cheesy.
Since you continue to avoid my email, Sanzo, I'm making this public. No more budget approvals until this defect fiasco is done with. Full stop.
You dare interrupt my creative process, Roper? The gears are turning in my mind with passion.
I don't care about passion. I care about profit.
Spoken like a true money man.
Enough! Just cut security with their orders.
Upper management doesn't seem to get along.
When do they ever? Let's just keep focused.
Nice. Danzo's order request. Look, clowns, I don't care if this door isn't connected to anything yet. I want this entrance looking perfect to install the door ASAP. People, especially Kale, come to visit R&D, and the first thing they see is an unfinished entrance. What does that say about us? That we are half-baked. That we don't have a vision. You only get one impression, or two if my next idea pans out. So don't make me look bad. Z, man, what's up with these managers, bro? I can wear. Oh man, my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and call that for today. We're gonna go ahead and save our progress if we can. Doesn't look like we can actually save it, but that's fine because the Xbox actually, even when turned off, it maintains where you last left off. I do admire the Xbox for doing that. Shout out to Xbox, baby. Shout out to Xbox. Let's hit the right spots. Let's go. Perfect. So with that, we got the one viewer, and I appreciate the one viewer for hanging out, man. I really appreciate you chilling and hanging out. I'm not sure if that's probably me, but may not be me. I'm not exactly sure, but who knows? Who knows?
My explosion of satisfaction.
Facts. I want to thank you very, very much for hanging out with your boy today. Here's my schedule. It's on the left, as you can see, with Saturday and Sunday being flexible. What's today? Tuesday? It was Wednesday. I got my days mixed up, which is completely okay. It is Wednesday. Oh, damn. It is Wednesday, so I gotta let the garbage out for tonight. But thank you for hanging out. My socials in the middle. Thank you so much for hanging out with your boy, and we will see you next time. Peace out.